Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of Now Teslify. All right, you guys, it is in the middle of winter here in Wenatchee, Washington, Central Washington. It's disgusting outside. My garage floor is disgusting. My wheels are disgusting, and it is time for some new floor mats. So I just got these from Jowua, and I'm really excited because Jowua makes phenomenal products. They really think about the design that goes into their products, and it really shows. So my first concern, to be honest, is it comes packaged in this box all folded up. And the same concern I had with my Tesmanian set was this folding. Now, Tesmanian says, and I'm sure Joe is going to say the same thing, that we should warm these up before putting them in so they can cool down and fold and mold to your car. That's fine, and we'll certainly give that a shot, but that was my number one complaint about my Tesmanians, which I'm replacing. The second thing that I'm looking forward to seeing is how well they hold up to cleaning. Now, my Tesmanians, they still have like a layer of grime and dirt that you just can't get. I power wash them, all that good stuff. But these have a nice texture to them, but perhaps they're a little bit more resistant to that. So we're gonna put these to the test this winter and see how they hold up. The other interesting thing that Jowua does is they're including a few other innovations that you won't get from others. One of the big ones is these kind of blockers here underneath the rear seats that will prevent items from rolling under the seat. That is awesome. The other thing they include is on that side, they have vent covers. So they look like Velcro. They go over the vents that are directly under the seat. So that's an awesome innovation as well that's included with the set. And then finally, they get this tissue box, which is pretty cool. It comes with this elevated stand and sits neatly behind the center console. So it's an easy reach for both passengers and driver and passenger. Really excited about that actually too. And again, just phenomenal design. This is a very nice leather feel box. Nice opening on the bottom. It's just this product alone, which I believe you can buy separately, is a really awesome addition, and again included in this set. As of this writing, I believe these floor mats are $239 for this particular set. I believe it is on sale as well. We're December 2023 here, end of the year. And my Tesmanians, for contrast, are $139, and it does include rear, passenger, and driver. It also includes the trunk liner as well. So that's not included in this set, but this looks like an upgraded material. It looks like this is a little bit thicker, so we're gonna put it to the test and find out. Okay, so let's have a look at my current floor set. If you're interested in those puddle lights, I'll leave a link right up here in the top right. These are the current state of my Tesmanians. Now again, they look nice, but you can see in the dark, and when you finally shine a light on it, even after power washing. Now these haven't been washed in a while for sure, but this stuff is really difficult to get up. So the nice thing is they do a good job of containing all the grime and the dirt into the corners, which is kind of the main primary use that I want, right? Here's a kind of shelf back here, same type of thing, it's collecting. And if we lift up the mats, you know, they do keep them very clean. There's a few pieces that kind of that slip through, and this area is always going to be an issue, but by and large, I've been pretty happy with the way that these have contained the dirt and debris. Okay, friends, I just wanted to quickly show you, I've got all the floor liners out, and I want to do a comparison now that I've got them out. So again, I haven't really cleaned these ones out from Tesmanian, but as you can see, the shape is actually a little bit different than the ones we're getting from Jowua. So on initial look, it almost looks like the floor liner from Tesmanian maybe extends a little bit further near the vents, but my guess is also that since we've got these umbrella holders on either side, that it's going to allow that vent to actually dry off your umbrella a little bit faster. So that's something that's mentioned on their site, and I'd imagine maybe that's why it's a little bit lower. But the other thing I do like is that those will also prevent some dirt from getting up there as well. Looks like as far as the height goes, is how far they extend. I do like kind of the rounded lip that we're getting from the Jowuas. This is just kind of a flat-sided, so we'll see how that conforms. Here is the driver's side comparison. And again, initial comparison, I thought perhaps that the Tesmanians have a higher footrest side, but it could just be because these are still a little bit warped. You can see kind of the lip difference there. And then finally, the passenger side isn't as nothing really to write home about, no footrest or anything like that, but same side. Again, it looks like the heights are about the same as far as the edges go. So this one, again, with a rounded, that's going to be interesting to see how well that performs versus kind of like the flat edge siding. Perhaps the warping, once it settles down, won't be as prominent. So there is a quick and literally dirty comparison between brand new the Jowua mats or floor liners, and then of course my Tesmanian ones fully extracted.
So no matter how much vacuuming you do, it definitely needs a deep clean. But included in this package were these awesome vent covers, which I have gotten some before from Tesmanian. I ordered them. They didn't cover, so this is a really nice Velcro that just covers these. How cool is that? So that's included with the floor liners.
Floor liners are installed. Still need to do a little cleanup in here, but I wanted to show you what they look like. So really nice, again, super clean design. I like the folded edge. I think that adds like an extra bit of a nice touch quality. I actually really love the pattern. One thing that I'm gonna give it a little bit of time, because this is just first impression, is there's still a bit of a gap here with this liner. So maybe as it settles down, and they do have some Velcro on the edges as well, but maybe as it settles down from being folded up, that will resolve. The other thing that I'm a little, I thought was a little bit interesting is, so here's the spot for your umbrella, etc., but doesn't actually go up into this section. The Tesmanian ones I had actually kind of went back up into that lip as well and offered additional area there. That said, you could put something else in that area. It does leave room for that. So that's kind of the front seat. Let's take a look at the back. All right, so the back is in as well. And again, this doesn't have as many spots for the Velcro as the front. So I'm a little concerned about how well they're gonna stick. Again, same with my last set. I'm concerned about this gap here. Kleenex holder, it can actually be flipped upside down for additional storage if you don't want Kleenex. And there is the fitment over here. So again, I think this looks really nice. My only concern, and time will tell, are these gaps here in between the edges. Again, I like the rolled edges, but I can see stuff falling in there, and perhaps a bit more Velcro would be nice for holding these down.
All right, so at this point I had my floor liners in for about 6 weeks, and you can see how they have done a great job of protecting the carpets and are, definitely filthy. I'm in the middle of winter here, and as you can see, I haven't even cleaned my car. The good news is that it is absolutely doing its job by keeping in the dirt and grime. I am still concerned about this gap here, and I think a little bit of Velcro is going to be needed in order to close that up. You can also see here with an extreme water test. So again, winter time, I'm bringing snow in here as I'm jumping in and out of the car, and it's doing an excellent job of containing all the water in there. All I had to do was lift the mat out and dump it out. I did a really good pressure wash here. I even used soap, and I also hand dried them off to make sure they were nice and clean. I did my best here to make sure that I got as much of the grime off as possible. The pressure washer wasn't as high pressure as I wanted for this job, but I was able to get them pretty clean. All right, so the liners are now dried and put back into the vehicle. And after just a quick hand dry, here's kind of what we're looking at. You can still see that there is some dirt. I probably will need to get in with a scrubbing tool of some sort to really get out, and perhaps even spray it with some level of protectant to help keep these as clean as possible. That said, being now that both Jowua and the Tesmanian mats both have this kind of difficulty of cleaning. I think it's more of an unavoidable thing. So it may not be as easy to find mats that are super easy to keep clean and look nice. All right, final thoughts on the Jowua floor liners. I think the biggest thing that I love about these floor mats is the design ingenuity that has gone into them. I like the vent covers that come with it. I love the Kleenex box and the shelf that comes with it. That's some really interesting engineering. I also really like the ridge protector from preventing things from in the back seat rolling forward into that vent space, and in the front seat holding something like an umbrella or perhaps a bottle of water in place there so that it's always ready and available to you. I also do love the material and the design. I think the Achilles heel for pretty much any floor liner, if I'm going to be honest, is cleaning them. I think no matter which liner you're going to get, in the end, you're going to need to scrub them pretty well, and a simple even power wash with some power soap and then hand drying them just simply isn't going to be enough, especially if you live in a really mountainous, snowy, wet, dirty area like I do. Again, we're in the middle of winter here. These are absolutely necessary for protection, but not as easy to keep clean. Thank you so much for watching this entire video. If you enjoyed it, please like, comment, and subscribe. I'm also giving everybody a 5% discount on all of Jowua's items. Just use my link here, and you can also put in the code NOWTESLAFY altogether to receive 5% off your order. And head to the Jowua store to see what is currently on sale. And even if you don't get the floor liners, all their other products, which I have a couple more to talk about, are fantastic. Please check them out, and we'll see you in the next video. Now Teslafy.